then brought to second Naga State branch, Nagaland has been very active in extending invaluable relief and help to the people. And the Red Cross worldwide was and is still presently one of the most active organizations involved in invaluable worldwide relief and aid during this global crisis. I believe all of us are here today because we understand the value of every single human life and the necessity of sacrificial humanitarian endeavors to meet the needs of suffering humanity. In such a time, we need to reflect on our response as an organization and laying aside our personal fears and considerations, we must courageously rise in rendering sacrificial service to the people. It is for this cause that the Red Cross organization exists. Therefore, I would like to strongly encourage all of us here today, especially to the Red Cross branches in all the threatened districts, to take greater initiative and thrive in serving the people in your areas. Let us all rededicate ourselves once again to the ethos and selfless spirit of service to humanity, which is the very, very heart of the Red Cross organization. With this word, now I hand over the rest of our program to Dr. Teisino Kidistas.
First, we must rediscover International Committee of Red Cross because here all the members are Red Cross, that's why I'm telling you this. Also, we must have further study on international humanitarian law and increasing respect of international humanitarian law in non-international armed conflicts. And also, we must look this, especially the human rights and human law in professional policing. Plus, for the mere police, so we have to look into that. And I also would like to say a word that we have this Indian first aid manual. For this, we have already, this is not a very easy book. As a surgeon also, I find it difficult to learn a lot of things. And so it requires basic knowledge of anatomy and physiology also. First, we have trained 508, 50 nursing tutors, 458 nursing staff students, and we have distributed this. We have still around 1,500 waiting. It cannot be just given. It's not possible to learn in 7 days. It's more difficult than that. And when we do things properly, it values. When we do haphazardly, the value goes. So we want to keep the value. So in this also. Then regarding a culture of non-violence and peace, using 747 framework, using youth as an agent of behavior change, that also waiting. Red Cross stories and international humanitarian law to the youth, to junior and youth. These are all pending, and I request all our Red Cross members, because today we have a good number of Red Cross members, to go through all this and render what we should do to our friends. On this occasion, let us give thanks to God for the opportunity He has given to us. Thank you.
The program, Mrs. Avani, officers, and my dear friends. I am happy to be here with the family of Indian Red Cross Society in Nagaland on this auspicious occasion of its 34th annual general meeting. I extend my appreciation to the Managing Committee of the Indian Red Cross Society in Nagaland for arranging this two-day annual general meeting. The business session yesterday at the Red Cross Complex, Kohima, and the ceremonial function here today. The Indian Red Cross Society Nagaland state branch was first established in the year 1982 with its headquarters at Kohima. Today, it has expanded to encompass all the districts with a total 13 district units in 12 districts and 1 subdivision. I am happy to say that Red Cross has achieved remarkable accomplishments over the years through their humanitarian services, including reaching out to the poor and less privileged sections of the society, particularly in times of disaster. The challenges are huge but gratifying. Red Cross must always adhere to their core principles that the voluntary service, humanity, impartiality, unity, neutrality, independence, and universality. Let's remind ourselves on this monument, on this momentous occasion of our mission and goal to prevent and alleviate human suffering with complete impartiality, making no discrimination as to race, sex, and religious belief, language, class, or political opinion. This is especially important to remember in the light of the many issues that divide our society today, including tribalism, factionalism, corruption, religious intolerance, favoritism, etc. The Nagaland Red Cross has taken a proactive role in the district as an auxiliary body to the district administration throughout the COVID-19 pandemic. The Indian Red Cross Society Nagaland has reached out to the destitute, the sick, and the stranded passengers with the rations of food items. Our volunteers have assisted the quarantine centers, distributed masks, gloves, soaps, sanitizer, PPEs, help in enforcing COVID SOPs, maintaining social distancing, and assisting the traffic personnel, etc. The Red Cross volunteers have extended help to the victims of accidents, sickness, fire, disasters, and organized medical camps for the public in hard-to-reach areas, including arranging logistic support such as transportation of patients to hospitals. We should continue to extend humanitarian services to the community, keeping the interests of the poor and vulnerable sections of the population at the fore. The work of Red Cross is manifold and extends to risk reduction, capacity building, humanitarian and developmental work. Let's remember that Northeast is located in the high-risk seismic belt and is vulnerable to earthquake disasters and accordingly, we must be prepared for any eventuality. There is a huge responsibility on the Red Cross to be prepared to face disasters like earthquake, drought, flood, etc. And in addition to natural disasters, we live in a time of man-made disasters as well. For instance, frequent landslides are the result of poor planning. We must learn from the experiences of the past and plan ahead accordingly. The vulnerable section of the population need to be educated and empowered. They need to be equipped with the skills to respond to such disasters adequately and in a timely manner. This calls for proper planning and collaboration with all stakeholders and the government. In our country, we often find that economic, educational and social differences may impede the smooth implementation of national development programs. In such a scenario, the role of Red Cross cannot be emphasized enough. The Red Cross is encouraged to take up programs not only in times of trouble, but also where normalcy prevails, to assist the implementation of government programs for the benefit of the communities such as Swachh Bharat initiatives, maternity and child welfare programs, and universal immunization programs, etc. India has made tremendous strides in the COVID-19 vaccination program and has managed to remarkable feat of crossing the 1 billion mark. However, overcoming vaccine hesitancy in the remaining unvaccinated adults and ensuring that the vaccine reaches the most vulnerable is the biggest hurdle. The Red Cross must reach out the grassroots level to address these issues where COVID-19 vaccination coverage remains low, particularly in the villages and the remote areas. Donation of blood and blood components are essential and act as a life-saving measure, especially for patients who depend upon blood transfusion to mitigate blood loss in accident victims, major surgeries, pregnant women, critically sick patients. However, this has become a challenge during the COVID pandemic due to restrictions on gathering and social distance. I am glad to note that the district like Dimapur have been making daily efforts to maintain blood donation through social media, thereby collecting more than 200 units of blood for critical patients. The youth are the leaders of tomorrow, and therefore they must be engaged in order to make the society robust and vibrant. The Red Cross branches must make initiative to tap the vast resources of manpower that is available at the schools and the colleges. The minds of the young generation should be inculcated with the values and ethics which are held dearly by the Red Cross, including promoting peace, prevention of disease, protection of health and life, kinships and voluntary services for the community. To that end, the membership drive for junior and youth Red Cross at schools and colleges should be scaled up. The Indian Red Cross Society Nagaland must evaluate and increase the membership of Red Cross in various categories such as patrons, vice patrons, life members, etc. The involvement of public leaders and dignitaries strengthens the image of the Red Cross, enhances awareness about the noble aims and objectives of the Red Cross, and increases participation for the overall benefit of the community. The Indian Red Cross Society Nagaland is grateful to the Indian Red Cross Society National Headquarters, New Delhi, for continued support with regard to the COVID-19 pandemic. We acknowledge with gratitude the receipt of COVID-19 items such as masks, hand gloves, soap, gowns, sanitizers, PPEs, hygiene kits, and oxygen concentrators. Society is grateful to the Honorable Chief Minister of Nagaland and Vice President of Indian Red Cross Society Nagaland for ensuring a regular flow of funds in the form of grant in aid, an amount of rupees 18 lakhs per annum to the society, and also for providing fund for purchase of 1 year say. I believe that through this meeting, all the Red Crossers will be encouraged to work with greater zeal and enthusiasm.
Nagaland TV, Sop Manulaga Awas. Watch us live on Geo TV and on your television sets as well. For Dimapur viewers, we are on channel number 10 in Global Chapter, and for Kohima and Mokokchung viewers, switch to channel number 138 on Hornbill Digital. For all news and updates, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube and Twitter.